Hello, welcome to another episode of Bot and Back, and today we are covering iGear MW-05 Cogz. Now, this is a third party of the character Gears from Transformers, and this is on loan from my friend Dave. And thank you, Dave, for lending this to me, and I have a couple more figures from him as well to share with you all. So, without further ado, let's get started. So just one thing I wanted to point out before we got started actually is this gun, if you get frustrated with this, trying to get this to fit in the hole and think something's wrong, you're not wrong. It doesn't fit in the hole. Don't try to force it because it might break or you might get some stress marks on there and you don't want that. Oh, peekaboo, there he is. Anyway, yeah, don't try to do that. It won't work. It's a bad idea. So, I mean, unless... No, I was going to say maybe this clips on here. It does not. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we want to do is let's look at here, and you want to try to make sure this is clearing that little lip right there. You want to do that, and then you just... Oh, also, I'm sorry. Make sure these are separated because these are pegged in together. So do that. Make sure this is clearing down here, and then this leg will rotate on that hinge there. And then you just do the same on the other side. Just clear that a little bit, rotate it out, like so. Then you can turn him around, and then you can bring these feet up, like so. Same thing on the other side. There we go. Now, this next part is a little difficult. I don't know if it's difficult, it's just, it takes some force, more than I am comfortable with. You really got to pull on this to extend it. I think you do. I think I have it, but I wish it, well, you can bend it this way to make it clear, but I wish it cleared this backpack a little bit better, or at least the hood of the car, whatever you want to call it. So next you want to go down here and take these panels and rotate them up like that. If you can see in there. Let me try to get that out of the way more. And then rotate this one up as well. Oops, a little too far. And what's neat is those are like little missile pods. I'm a sucker for a good missile pod in a figure. So that's neat. So the next thing that we want to do is let's make his, I don't know, let's make his arms kind of like that to try to make some space, because we're going to rotate this backpack. And make sure that before you rotate this, you did the step with these side panels. So now that that's done, let's bring his arms up and rotate this down. Same thing for the other side. Arm up, rotate this down. And it's really not that complicated of a transformation. It can just be a little bit frustrating with the clearances. But otherwise, only other thing that you can do with him if you'd like is on his back here, you can open this up, and inside there's like a little jetpack for him to fly around on. So you can leave that open, or you can maybe close it a little bit and leave that out, whatever you want to do. I don't like how it looks from the front, so I just push that down. And then, fortunately, now his gun will fit in his hand. It's still a little bit of a tight fit, but it goes in there. So there we go. There's Cogz in all his glory. Now, one thing I will say about him, I'm going to give a little mini review. I hate his back. His back is just a hollow mess. It's kind of horrible, actually. And the back of his arms, too. This is very strange. The wheels are just big and bulky, and I don't think in a good way. Really, his only good profile is from the front. One thing that's nice, I think, is that his head can actually turn a little bit, so it's not just stuck there in place, so that's good. What I don't like And here, let me get the box out to compare. And also you could compare, hey, let me go get him real quick. I'll be back. So if you look at the box, you can see he has very pastel colors compared to that artwork. And it's not just, I know it's the box art, but I just have never imagined gears having such baby blue or light blue and such kind of light red. Pastel's the right word. It's just too pastel for me. I wish it was more vibrant, more saturated. And we can also do a comparison with legacy gears. And again, if you look at him, he's just got much better blues on him. I also, whoa, sorry, buddy. I also like the fact that Gears just can turn his head. I know it's a different transformation, but I mean, this is a great figure, by the way. So it's maybe a little unfair to compare it to this, but I feel like when you're buying a third-party figure, you're probably paying a bit more than for the official Hasbro, and I just think that, I don't know, I'm not sure. Now, this is on loan from my friend Dave, so I am not sure how much it cost, if it's expensive or not, but I'm not too overly impressed. I mean, he looks, I'm reaching for something nice to say. He looks kind of cool from the front, and I like the missiles. Like, there's some parts that look kind of cool. He's just so bulky and cumbersome that I just struggle with him. Like, he's got some articulation, but he doesn't even have, like, any kind of ankle tilt. So, I mean, I guess kudos to them for putting him at an A stance so he can actually be in a cool stance. But otherwise, like, he doesn't even... Alright, so he can bend his knee that much. But it kind of just... He's collapsing into his thigh now, and you can't even see it anymore. And no wrist rotation. You got a ball joint here. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan. But if you like him, I'm happy for you. Anyway, let me know in the comments below. Do you like it when I have a bit more insight into the actual toy, or would you rather I just do the transformation? Because I do try to make sure I have it down in the menu so you can see that. But let me know, and I can cut this, or I can make this a separate video where I talk about what I think of it. He does have a waist rotation. It seems kind of limited. It stops where that part of the backpack is. So anyway, so that's him. Let's transform him back. So we'll remove his gun. And let's make sure we push these panels. Oh, actually, no. I gotta listen to my own advice. Let's move his arms up. Like so. And let's twist this back around. There. Now, let's move these panels with the missiles down so that it fits in nicely. Same thing on the other side. Move those panels in there. Boop. And then, okay, we have the arms where we want them. Well, at least this section of the arm. Now we want to move these down and just kind of bend the elbow there and move it in. Same with the other side. Bend the elbow and just push it into there. And now we do the strenuous... Okay, that wasn't too bad. I feel like it's a little easier to push it back in than extending the arms in the first place. So that seems like that went a little bit better. So now we will take the feet and push them back. Oh, no. I'm so used to that being how feet normally transform, but his goes down like that. So let's do that with feet. And you know what? I'm very curious if I can do it this way. Can we just post these now and then turn it? Oh, that's not a good idea. Because it's really pushing against a lot. There's not really great clearance in a lot of parts of it when you're doing that. So I don't want to break someone's toy that's not mine. So let's do this one at a time. So that way we bring it down to about here. Now you want to you really got to pull on this to make the clearance work. There. Yeah, I really suggest that you do the legs separately, so that, again, you can get this clearance part here taken care of, and it's a little tricky. So once you've done that, then, as you can see through there, you have your two posts. Push that together. And it's really not a complicated transformation, and it's not horrible. It's not horrible. It's just a little tight sometimes. So there we go. I do like the car mode. The car mode's pretty cool. It rolls really nicely. It has those big cool wheels on them. No effort to hide a lot of stuff underneath. And I know you don't look at it from that angle, and it's not that big a deal. It's really not that big a deal, but there are other toys that hide the face and try to hide the hands. So that's, I guess, another knock against it. But anyway, so that's how you transform the MW-05 Cogz. So I hope that you found that helpful. If you have any questions, any comments, let me know in the comment section below. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and bye-bye.